All right, you guys, today we are in chapter 14, which is going to be marketing for your business. A reminder that you are not only a lash artist now, but you are a business owner, marketing girly, admin, inventory specialist. You are everything. But of course, marketing is going to be the most important, especially when you're starting out and in order to grow your career. Okay, so lesson 14.1 is editing apps to use. There's so many, you guys, and I really do think editing your pictures and making sure that they are beautiful and aesthetic is super important, because your work can be absolutely beautiful, but if you are not able to showcase it in the best light, you don't do yourself justice. So here are some ways to attract new clients, build trust on social media, grow your page, boost engagement, etc. All right? Top editing apps that we love. So now, especially with, AI and all that, you guys, Facetune is really great. You can literally put on makeup for your clients. That is a question if you want to or not. Maybe you can talk to them and let them know, but I feel like as a client, I would appreciate if they just did some light editing for me if they're gonna post me too. Facetune, Me Too is MEITU, which I really should add on here, is a great one because they just have super easy to use filters and whatnot that make your clients look beautiful, and it doesn't touch the lashes at all. Canva is great for any marketing materials such as like flyers, emails, menus, stories. They have so many templates. That's wonderful. CapCut is great for reels or TikToks, making any videos. It's so easy. They even have preset formats there too, so it makes it so easy for you. Snapseed is also another great one with editing face and the skin and all of that. So we would say Snapseed, Snapseed, Facetune, and Me Too are really great for that. And then Pic Collage, if you want to do any sort of collage in the lash world, collages are great. I think before and afters are great. Collages where they can see different angles of the set is wonderful, or even carousel collages are great. So definitely play around with these. These are just some that we really love, but there's so many out there, as you guys know. For photo angles, definitely take lots of angles, lots of pictures. Make sure that you obviously ask your clients and it's in your consent form and you communicate that with them. But also, if you need to have just full marketing days, we definitely recommend that as well, because some clients need to go right away. Some of them aren't comfortable doing it. So marketing days are great days too, you guys. But you could do a straight onset. You could do a top angle with closed eyes, so it shows all of the isolation that's clean. You could do bottom closed eyes just to show the fluff on the bottom. You could do side angles to show the length and curl and just an up close of that. You could do that side front kind of angle, which shows the lashes. I personally feel like that's the prettiest angle, is a side front angle. And then you could do full face. We definitely recommend full face, you guys. It just shows the beauty of lashes, not just up close, but from afar and in all. And then you can do sitting up to kind of give more editorial looks. So many different ways, you guys, but that's why if you really want to get a lot of marketing materials, we recommend you have marketing days with models. They could, you can do a free set and have them spend maybe a couple hours with you so you could get all the content you need, but it's really worth it to put in time to do that content, you guys, and we just have to. For collages, we recommend, like multiple different angles. Go crazy with the edits. Being creative and fun and unique is so important in this, because now, it is a little bit more saturated and girlies are used to seeing a lot of lash pictures. So try to stand out, and that is also how you can get brands to recognize you too, is make sure that you have a style of marketing, and that's what we love. We go and look at pages, especially for applications of PRs or ambassadors or whatnot. We really like to see pages where you can just see their unique style and their specialty and what they do pop out right away. So play around with it. You don't have to be conventional. Get, inspiration from the industry, but be yourself, and that's what's really important with marketing. Bonus tips, use ring lights, obviously. You can use clamps on your phone. You could use the lens, the macro lens, to make it zoom in and clearer. Make sure that you are checking all your phone settings. There's so many content or reels online that show you exactly how to set up your phone, so make sure you do that. Make sure that you have all different angles. Try to avoid flash because it kind of reflects back, and then try to take as much as possible and do videos to you guys. And again, take inspiration from the industry. There's so many like reels. There's so many trending things that you can make into the lash world. So whatever you see on TikTok, whatever trends you have, try to translate that into the lash world, and that will always do really great. Okay, lesson 14.2 is pricing. This is super important. So when you're starting out, of course, you're gonna have beginner model pricing. I did free, to be honest. I still am an advocate of that. That is up to you if you want to do free, but I think I did at least 10 free sets when I was first starting out because I just wanted to build the confidence and get the content and really just get my skill sets honed in. And that's how I started. And then I had beginner pricing. I would say do your research, of course. Make sure you go around your area, look on pages, see what beginner artists are charging. Back in my day, it was $40 to $60, and I still feel like I would probably do the same if I was starting out now because they're gonna be laying down there for a long time. The quality is going to be, it's gonna be good, you know, you're gonna be good, but it's not gonna be obviously all the way there yet because you're new, and they are just going to be, you're just trying to get experience in. So I would say anything, we say from 50 to 60 is a good price for a full set. And really, you just want to make sure that you're covering your supplies. Then we would say when you're kind of more comfortable, maybe starting out, you could do $70 to $90 for a full set. I feel like that's a good beginner range. And then obviously adjust your price as you get better and with time and with experience. So we would say maybe every 3, 4, 6 months in the beginning as you again, get more comfortable, become an expert at what you're doing, and then raise it by $10, $20, or you could do less jumps, but spread them out. And then from there, you can kind of gauge. So once you're a senior artist, if you're comfortable with your pricing, then like by all means stay there. But you could think about like an annual or a biannual slight raise. For me, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I charge very affordable. I kind of just stuck to my price because again, this isn't really my main thing, and I appreciate the girlies that have stayed with me, work with my schedule, I with them as well, and they're just so easy. And I just feel like I'm just grateful. So I have not raised prices in, I also just don't do a lot of full sets, but I don't think I've raised prices in years, and I'm okay with that. So whatever you're comfortable with and whatever you want to be. If you want to be a more elevated type of artist, then obviously you are going to want to aim for that, customer base, and they are going to be more used to paying that much. It really depends. But we would say raise prices gradually but fairly, of course. Consider your demand. So make sure, are you booked up? Does it make sense that you are raising your prices? If your books are not there yet, then obviously don't raise them yet. Even if you are feeling that you're more an expert in what you do, you got to think about your demand too, okay? And then of course, account for inflations in your own costs too. Because remember, you're paying for services, you're paying for your salon suite, you're paying for all your apps and your editing and your time and all of that. So make sure you factor those in when you look at how much you're actually charging for your time, okay? Industry average pricing, we would say a classic full set is anywhere really from $150 plus. It could be a little bit lower, maybe $140. Hybrid sets, $160 plus. Volume sets, $180 plus. And then fills are $80 to $100 each. Okay? And just remember, your pricing is your power. Obviously, everyone's pricing is different. Someone that is lashing for 5+ years is going to charge differently from someone that is lashing for 1 year. And their expertise could almost be the same, but it's that time and the experience that you get in becoming the artist and getting that full clientele that is what you have to factor in when you're deciding your prices. Okay, but the right clients will respect your prices. You want to make sure you respect your own self with your prices, but as always, do your research and do what is fair. Make sure that if you are going to raise your prices, communicate that with your clients. It says 2 weeks, but we would say at least 4 weeks in advance so that maybe their next fill could be the normal price and then they can decide from there. All right, communication is always key. Lesson 14.3, ways to grow your business. So we always recommend to continue your education. We even now can continue to learn. So sharpen up your skills, take advanced courses. This is just the foundation. We're gonna hope to drop not only advanced courses, but very niche specific courses. And maybe we will charge for those too, because it is a lot of time and whatnot. But we would definitely say keep sharpening your skills. Prioritize quality, right? Quality over quantity. So that's the same with marketing material. That's the same with clients. That's the same with everything you want to do. Quality does speak for itself. market like a pro. You gotta market yourself. You gotta become a marketer. You just will in business. Make sure that your specialty, are you an artist that does specialty curls really well or wispy sets? Like really lean into that, because that's what people are going to want to book you for, and also people who are brands are going to want ambassadors for. But also show your diverse skill sets on there too. Like if you can do wispies but you can just do really uniform sets, show both, but lean into your specialty and your unique skill set. Keep clients coming back. Loyalty programs are great, referral programs are great, reminder texts. Just also being an easy to work with and communicative person is always going to draw people back. And then expand your services. Think about things like lash lifts. We just dropped our lash lift course and we have more coming out, and we have a lot of products for you guys. So I'm so excited about that, but that's a great service to have. And as of right now in 2026, it is a booming service. But other stuff, brow laminations, tints, a lot of different things you can add on, small services, facials, things like that to add more value to your business. Even like mobile lashing could be an added thing. Educate and engage, obviously, even online marketing wise, you guys, educate other people, engage with the community. That is how you grow. The community will love you back. The brands will love you back. And then also educate and engage with your clients too. If they're tagging you, comment, like it, repost it. Make sure that you're letting them know how to take care of their lashes, etc. Create a 5-star client experience. Again, from comfort to hygiene, from your space to your marketing to your communication. Make sure your clients are taken care of. They are our everything. Just like our customers at Alon are our everything, therefore your clients are also our everything. So we want to make sure they're happy too. And then network and connect. There's so many lash conventions and pop-ups and tours. We have our own pop-ups and tours that we do. They're so fun. Get to know the community better. It's a great way to fill up your cup, and hopefully we'll see you there. And then use the right marketing tools, which we recommended to you guys, and then show client appreciation. Little gifts here and there, special offers, sales, you can do that too. Just the personal touches, which is like remembering their stories from last time, checking in on them. Whatever is true to you, go that extra mile for your community and for your clients, because trust me, it is appreciated and people can see. All right. Lesson 14.4 is branding and content creation. So make sure that you are building your lash brand, right? This is a brand now. You are a brand, or your lashes are the brand. You can do things like pick your brand colors and aesthetic that you want to lean into. We're ever-changing humans, so it is okay. You can switch up, you can renovate, you can upgrade yourself, and that's totally fine. But like I said, I think people and brands really do look at specialty and a uniqueness when they look at different companies and lash artists and brands. So find what works for you and is true to you and lean into that. Develop your brand voice, how you talk to your clients, how you talk to your followers, how you talk online. That is going to be very important. It will draw the right people in. And again, you're not meant for everyone, so you won't draw everyone in, and that's okay. And then your style, what is your vibe? Is it luxurious, minimalist? Is it cute? Is it very professional? Build out that brand style. And then on here, we have some social media content strategies. So post ideas you could do, super easy, before and afters. Lash with me videos do so well, so do that. Time lapse of your process. Testimonials and reactions are also great. Tips, education on how you do things, and then care and education for clients as well. Products, that's obviously how brands find and meet you too, is let us know what you're using, tag us, let us know exactly in the caption, let your followers know so that other artists can do what you do too. And then any behind the scenes stuff of your life, of your studio, of your business. People love to feel connected to you as a brand, so take them backseat. Make sure that you're consistent. That's the hardest thing, but just treat it like it's another job. Just like you're lashing, treat marketing like a job. Have a schedule. Make sure that you are on it. I know it's so hard. It really is so hard. I don't know how the girlies do this, but that's going to be essential if you are going to, explode in the industry. And then again, make sure that you have a website or booking page eventually when you get to that point. Make sure that you have pictures in there, clear pricing, transparent policies, link to book in your Instagrams or whatever else. Link as much as you can. Make sure you have testimonials. Those are great. I always look for those. And just make sure that you have a lot of examples and education on your platforms as well. Okay? And then lesson 14.5, again, content ideas and schedule. This is just something that you can think about when you're taking pictures. Before and after, client reactions, behind the scenes, educational content, personal lifestyle. That is really how the industry has been leaning into, and I love it. So make sure you do that. Promotions or openings, if you have last minute openings, post them, who knows? Giveaways, that's always a great thing. And then any relatable memes or trends, again, it's funny. Our community loves it. We love to see it. So lean into that even professionally. And then we have a sample weekly posting schedule here for you guys. You don't have to follow it, but this is just some resource that you can use, and you can even build out your own. 14.6 is lash trends and how to stay ahead. Guys, trends are ever changing, even in the lash world, and it is very overwhelming, but you can do it. Watch for trends on Instagram, TikTok, follow other lash artists. We love that. Follow brands. That's a great way to stay updated. Pinterest boards are great. Beauty trade shows, a great way to learn about new brands or new things coming about and trying it out there too. Celebrities, if you want to get into the whole, influencer celebrity lashing world, those are great too. It brings a lot of traction to your page. And then industry podcasts and educators, those are great for learning and continuing to feed yourself as well. Hot trends to look out for currently as of 2026, wet lash looks, of course, anime, comic lashes, wispies, lash lifts and tints, huge. Color lashes, bold but fun. Tinsels are like a huge thing that has popped off. Just getting creative, the industry loves it. And then anything that's wispy and textured strip lash set looks, those are trending right now too as we're creating this video. So just some things that you want to look into and maybe try out for yourself. But yeah, those will bring you a long way. Lesson 14.7 is all about how to deal with burnout, because burnout is something that you're going to work through and going to probably most likely experience. Now, I don't believe that we should get used to burnouts. That's not normal, honestly. At this point, you guys, I really don't ever have burnouts, and I do have a lot on my plate, but I truly don't. And I think it's a mindset and perspective training almost that you have to have, but also it's just with years of experience. So don't think that burnouts are something that you'll forever go through. It's not, but we should take precautions and put in strategies so that we don't get there, because the last thing we want and the last thing your customers and your clients and anyone wants is you to be burned out. We need you at 150%, okay? All right, so signs of burnouts. If you are dreading your appointments, I've been there before. I would cancel too. I was really bad. So that is a real thing. If you have physical pain in your wrists, back, and eyes, you're probably going to get burned out and you are probably extending yourself too far. If your client interactions feel draining, it is a social job, especially if you're an artist that talks to all your clients, it could be a lot. So if it starts to feel draining, that could be a sign. If you have creativity blocks, we all do, but if it's going on and it's kind of happening, burnout could be coming. And if you have a struggle with consistency and time management, again, I've been there. I was so bad. I would cancel last minute. I was just overwhelmed by my schedule. I was taking 10 to 12 clients a day. It was ridiculous. I would lash at 12 a.m., lash at 6 a.m., which I do now, but before it was just not normal. So those are all signs that you're gonna get there, and you need to understand and see those signs and say, hey, what can we do to not hit burnout, okay? Ways to reset and recharge. You guys, break up your schedule. You need food breaks. You need food breaks. You need bathroom breaks. This is not good for us to just think go, go, go all the time. You need to stretch. You need to have your lunches. You need days off. And again, I understand, because I was 7 days a week lashing every single day, and I was like, no days off, but that's not sustainable. So that is why now for me, I take 2, sometimes I do 3 to 4 on the weekends, but that's very rare. And I do have non-lash days, which is really good. Switch up your environment, the music, just kind of break your routine so it doesn't feel so, day to day for you. Invest in your setup, get good equipment, get good supplies. They really go a long ways, you guys. Take lash classes and business retreats, because it does such a great job of re-inspiring you, motivating you, reminding you why you got started to begin with. And lashing can be such a lonely thing because it is just you and then of course your clients, but being able to talk to other artists and being able to understand the industry more, it will fill your cup. So that is a great way to recharge. And then set boundaries. Do not overbook yourself. Honor your policies and say no when needed, you guys. Those are so important. They're so cliche, but you need to harness the skill set to be able to do those. And in order to do those, you got to practice it. So do not overbook yourselves. I would say for me personally, I think 3 to 4 clients a day is a full-time job, because if you think about it, if you do 4 clients and on average you're taking 2 hours, then that is 8 hours and you need to do all the other stuff, admin, marketing, whatever. So that's why for us, we say 3 to 4 clients is full-time. And if you average the sets out to $100 per set, because there's some fills and then there's some full sets, that's $300+ a day. And there's one point of like being hungry and needing capital so you can do everything else, of course, but the most important thing is you're taking care of yourself. So that's what we would consider full-time. Mindset reminders, you're allowed to pause. The whole social media thing, it's a lot. So if you need to take a break, it's okay. Obviously, just know that there will be things that happen when you pause. If you're not active on social media, you will see the decline in interactions and whatnot, and that is part of it, but you have to take the sacrifices where you can. Make sure that you are eventually finding clients that really work with your schedule, value you, and make sure that they're taking care of their part as well. So that is something that, of course, we work towards, but that's so important once you get to becoming a full-time lash artist. And then burnout, just a reminder, it does not mean you're failing. It means that you have been giving your all to a lot of things and you need to take some of your time back for yourself, okay? It's part of the experience. It should not be forever. We hope that no one has to experience it forever. And if you are having multiple burnouts, really try to take time to do some introspection and see how you can pull back a little bit, because your career is only as long as you allow it to be. And if you are burnt out all the time, you're not going to be able to show up for your business and your clients 100% or yourself. And that's the most important thing, being able to show up for yourself. So be careful, you guys. We understand though, it's part of the entrepreneurial business mindset journey, but just be careful, you guys. We want you guys to be 100%, okay? So that is all to do with marketing your business. That's chapter 14, you guys. We just have one more, which is chapter 15, and it's really small. So I'm sad this course is coming to an end, but we hope that you guys have gotten a lot from it. As always, pause right now, go take the chapter 14 quiz. Make sure you're scoring 100%. You have to do so to fully fulfill the course in order to get your certificate. That's one of the things you have to do. So make sure you're digesting all of this. You are a marketing girly now. We hope that you guys got to learn from this. And if you have any suggestions for other artists, comment them below, because they really help even us. We've learned so much from our community, and we will continue to update our course to make sure that marketing and apps and all of those are added on. But that's all for you guys. We will do chapter 15, which is our last actual chapter, and that is going to be scaling your business.